Very, very much will. And my thanks, Frank, for your leadership here. Actually, in 2017, I announced I was running for governor, but I really wasn't confused. I knew I probably couldn't win. I'd been out of politics for many years, but I was upset that none of the candidates on the Democratic side were talking about education, none of them. And so I decided to force their hand. And at one point in one of the debates, Antonio Villaraigosa said, I want to thank Delaine for running, because we were all hiding from the issue of education. So I want to thank David for running for the city council, because he does bring his experience as a school board member to this important work. And let me just tell you, I think I was a much better member of the legislature because I'd served on the city council. I was actually never blessed to have children, but I got involved in the schools because I'm here today because I'm a machinist's daughter and a dress clerk's daughter, and I got a great education. And I grew up on the peninsula, so San Jose has been in my backyard forever. My in-laws live on Pine Avenue, but I also had the privilege of representing the east side of San Jose in the assembly, and I spent a lot of time visiting schools. It made me all the better as an assembly member and as superintendent, because I had seen some of the challenges that you all faced. And I really do appreciate the leadership on this call right now. This is some of the most important work in America. And, you know, way back in the dark ages when I went to undergraduate at UC Davis, I had this book, and it pointed out that the word democracy comes from two Greek words, demos and kratos, government by the people. But the Greeks also invented the word idiot, and it meant one who does not participate in politics. So I want to just say they also believed you should participate in art and music, that you should participate in athletics. And I want to just say one of the things that I love about David is that he fought for all those things as a school board member. It isn't just the academics. It is also things like social and emotional development. It is learning about art and sports. And it is about making sure these kids have scaffolding so they can succeed in this world. I think his time on the school board has been marvelous in its own right, but it will make him a better city council member. The reason the school is named after me in Union City is we worked I was on the council, but I worked to bring the city and the school district together for the first time. We had a joint meeting, and admittedly, it's a little easier when you only have one district, but we worked on attendance, not in a thuggish way. We didn't throw the parents in jail. We sent a young officer around in the evening with a bilingual member of the school staff and talked to the parents about the absentee problem. Parents don't know their kids aren't in school. The fact is that the kids get home before the parents do, and they erase that phone message. But when we told the parents their kids weren't in school, guess what happened? Kids started showing up with much more regularity. The income of the school district went up. Guess what happened to daytime crime? It only dropped 33% the first year. Oh, did I mention graduation rates went up and high school became a much more exciting place to be? Oh, and within 5 years, James Logan High School in Union City, California was a top 10 feeder for affirmative action at a little place called UC Berkeley. So I love the Bay Area. I love this whole state. And I love the idea that we have a member of the school district board of education that's going to run and be elected to the city council. Because it is time we all got out of our silos and begin to join hands together on behalf of the future. Our kids are really, when I became superintendent of public instruction, I'm still the only woman to have the job, but we had dropped to 47th in per pupil spending. I got us back to 27th, but we've been slipping again. And so I know he's going to the city council, but I know he's going to go with his eyes wide open for the children. Do you know that the state constitution, we all take an oath to uphold and defend? Article 16, Section 8, go look it up. It says, from all revenues, there shall first be set aside part the monies for the education of children through institutions of higher education. The state constitution says the kids should come first. And I'm excited that we'll have a city council member in this most important city in, I'd say, in America, but I don't want to be too excessive, but let's just say this extraordinarily important city, the heart of the Silicon Valley, really needs a warrior on behalf of the future. And that means a warrior for children and families. David will be that person. I know he will be. and he will bring so much skill to this job. I know it's sometimes people don't realize the scale of what you're doing here. You know that Santa Clara County's got more people in it than several states. Fact is, it's got more people in it than Wyoming, North Dakota. It's got more people in it than Montana or New Hampshire or the amazing Vermont. Fact is that this is a major city, and it needs people of vision and courage and heart. And because of that, he fought, for example, for dual language immersion schools. Well, my niece went to a dual language immersion school in San Jose. She now works in Trinidad Topango at the State Department, all because this public school kid got dual language immersion in San Jose, California. And so let's be visionary about this community. Let's be visionary about this great city of San Jose. And let's send a warrior, not somebody who's going to just go and cool his heels, but somebody who's going to go and lead the fight for the future. This country is in real trouble right now. I think we are at a defining moment. And it isn't about even partisanship so much as about people of courage and character stepping up and dreaming great dreams for the future. Not going along and getting along, but stepping up and saying, it's really important that we do the right thing for the future. When I was a little kid, my dad read to me The Emperor's New Clothes, and I went to him after when he was done reading it. I said, I don't understand. Why wouldn't everybody say that man has no clothes on? And he says, well, you'll understand it better when you're grown up. David will speak the truth, but he'll also do it with compassion, with conscientious behaviors, but also by doing his homework. I've learned through my career that the ones that really do the homework, treat others with respect, but stand up for what's right, are the ones that really make a difference in this world. And so I'm thrilled to participate in this electoral battle, because I really do believe this is about as important as any other race that we could be talking about in our state tonight. David, thank you very much for all you've done and for what you will do. Go get them. Thank you very much for inviting me to participate. Be sure to tell everybody to vote. It matters. I will tell you one quick story. When I was elected to the city council, the first time the city ever had a majority of women, I think it was the first city in the county to have it. But another woman won and I won, and then there was a dead tie for the third seat. And everybody knew somebody who didn't vote. They got home apart, they had a cold, the line was long, whatever it was. Everybody knew somebody who could have made a difference. You know what the state constitution says you do if there's a tie? You have a chance. You can roll the dice or cut the cards or pick a number. We picked numbers out of a trash can. But the reason that Shorty Garcia got elected instead of Dick Oliver was because we gave him a chance. Don't leave anything to chance. Spread the word on David's behalf, please. He really made a difference.